What's up, survivors? Welcome back. And how are we doing today? All right, guys, we are going to be doing some quick short snips and cut-ups from my live stream of reaction to CitizenCon this year of 2024. So if you happen to have missed it and want to find it in a small, easily digestible doses, feel free to go through and check them all out. So before we get started here, I'd also like to say that if you are a new, returning, or veteran player looking for a home, my organization, 12 Blades International, is recruiting for all types of players of all different types of play styles. You can find more information down below about our organization, as well as links to our Discord and the forms for application to join up for now until we get something more permanent in game. Well, let's get started.
So once you've won your bid, what then? Well, to talk more about that, I'd like to welcome Ian Leyland, Star Citizen's creative director, to the stage.
You're going to see a lot of alliances forming.
Yep. And a lot of fights. A lot of shit lost. And I want to supply ships.
CitizenCon.
And that's where ship manufacturers will come in play.
Thank you, Dave. So, to continue
Just
the conversation of large-scale endgame org activities, let's go back to Pyro 3, where the ground bases were being built earlier today. This morning, we saw the small habitat being built by Luke, and then we saw Deck start to expand the base
Here comes extra
into a
large
commercial enterprise.
Come on.
But eventually, we saw a massive example of an org base. But with everything Rich was talking about, with org system-wide activities, we want to give you guys the ultimate end goal. But also
Your own city.
the thing we need to protect.
Station.
And to do that,
I bet we're
let's
going to
look
build
up into the sky and
above
see what it is.
planets.
Oh, yeah, he said look up into the sky. Wonder if he means we're going to be able to build our own station, yeah. Oh my god, don't tell me we're going to be able to build a station.
It's so fucking cool to see.
Okay, god, they just fucking... Come on. Is that a station platform? Oh. Are we going to have a station platform? Oh my god. Oh.
Keep it in your pants. Our own POA. Player owned station. Forward operating base, baby.
This thing is going to be enormous. And I guarantee it can move.
Doesn't have engines.
Oh, it looks like it did.
It does.
This thing can move.
Oh, baby.
I cannot wait. Tugging on some
Let me
heartstrings.
introduce you to player space stations. Finally, you can build your home amongst the stars. This will be the starting point for your base of operations for system-wide org activities. But why is this an end goal? Well, first of all, to construct your own space station, it's going to require vast quantities of resources and materials. And also will be a large time investment But how do we start? Well, it all starts with the supply bay. And the supply bay can only be constructed by the pioneer.
Ooh. No wonder they were holding back for extra large base building.
Once it's created, the supply bay then handles the creation of the station itself. Now, we're in grey box development phase, so the artwork's not final, but let's go on a journey and start building our space base.
The fact that this is in gray box is amazing. Which means they've been planning this for a while.
Well, I might have to ditch the Galaxy and just go for the Pioneer somehow.
Go for it.
I don't know how, though. Not without losing a ship.
It's going to be probably a few years before we see it. Those drones are huge. Got the new landing pad, or the new cargo pads, the side ones that they've been showing. All space stations are going to be getting.
We're just bringing all the fucking haulers in. Dude, I might have to just like dump everything I have and specialize.
People are going to have to specialize.
And I want to just like have like, I'll do this day, I'll do that day, but damn.
Oh my, supply bay. There's no way in hell that one person's going to be able to do it all on their own. It's going to be impossible.
No, I just wanted to like have like different gameplays to do. That's why I have the fleet that I have. But I mean, if I'm going to be able to do
and the required
what
resources
I really want to with base
will be
building, I'm going to have
substantial
to focus.
and will need to be topped up over time. So this means orgs will be encouraged to have efficient logistic networks to feed the supply bay. And as Rich outlined with professions, it's ideal if your org is well-rounded in terms of roles. Even the starter player can contribute. The supply bay has automated construction drones, which are used to create the station. And unlike ground bases, many drones are used at once to create the base. Once the station is built, the supply bay then integrates into the station itself. So here we are. We've built our core station module, and it's big. And out of the box, the station comes readily built with some core functionality. Let me talk you through it. Right on the top is the bridge, which is the command deck. This is where all further construction is going to be managed. From here, we can then monitor the status of the entire station. We have access to power and water management. Power and cooling is something you'll need to consider carefully. It also is an area to set permissions for who can enter particular areas, either divided by the ranks of the org itself or open to the public. And there'll be a radar station to track the activity outside the base. And the terminals to access logs of who has visited the station and see what they did. So let's jump back in game and take a stroll through our bridge.
massive.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. Please let me be alive when this comes out. Just don't die, Shove. Just don't die.
We have a lot of talking to do about the org after this.
But I've been thinking for the last 2 hours.
Well, bye-bye to my other games.
This was always the goal for me.
Yeah, I think I'm in it now. I mean, I took my break, but fuck. Next 2 years are going to be crazy. Even if this doesn't come out in 2 years, we already know 4.0 and a lot of the systems that they talked about will be. They have to be.
Super awesome. The back of the bridge leads to a centralized transit network. This spine physically connects the entire station and will provide access to the various decks.
Ooh.
Each level in the station will have a centralized lobby area, and this is your station. You'll be able to use the decorator mode, so you'll have plenty of space to theme it however you want. And speaking of having plenty of space, this space station will have a one-to-one interior layout matching the exterior. No magic elevators. So you can circumnavigate around the entire perimeter, and it's wonderful.
I was thinking earlier after
let's jump back in.
the initial base building presentation, I was thinking, yeah, but when can we build our Star Destroyers?
Found it.
Close enough.
Man, the shields on this thing are going to have to be fucking crazy. These things are probably not going to be easy to take out. Not like fucking Eve, because Eve is just ridiculous. It's too easy to lose shit in Eve.
Has to be, and it will be in here too.
No, they said it would be harder.
To feed the economy,
No,
they're gonna have to.
On some level, yes, but they even mentioned that it would be harder.
Oh my god,
to lose stuff.
Look how big it is compared to that Idris in the back.
That's insane. Because of the amount of time that goes into building one of those.
As you can see, right at the bottom of the central transit system,
Imagine they sold the stations on the site.
This is where you'll gain access to the engineering deck. So like bigger ships, this is where all hands-on engineering and maintenance gameplay happens. This will serve as the beating heart of your station. Then we have the hangar deck. And as the name implies, this is where you'll gain access to your hangar network. The base station comes with a large hangar already built, along with 2 docking collars, and also empty slots for another 2 medium hangars when needed. There will be a vast network of internal road systems, meaning you can quickly drive from one hangar to the other. No elevators needed. Okay, let's check back in.
Okay, there's a reason why they're not doing elevators on this. Because they just won't work.
We also want it to feel real. People don't take elevators for things all over the place. Yeah, you do for climbing levels, but you don't do it for going across the station.
I'm sorry, but I know that thing looks like a chunky little beast, but that mist Star Lancer just looks beautiful. That was...
I don't think I'd ever own one because I hate the mist.
Yeah, but and
I hate that.
Until like as of right now, like we just oh my god, they need to announce another ship that can build large. Because right now that's the only one we have that we know of. So
Well, can't the Galaxy do it when they initially did, if that actually
Yeah,
comes to
if
fruition?
they fucking ever announce it. I mean, if this chip is dropping this year, that means we could have the builder module or the builder version of it before the Galaxy.
All right, so your station hangar will offer some enhanced logistics. For example, there'll be spaces for several freight elevators. And there'll be empty modules for open ship parking for vehicles and vehicles and ground vehicles. And there'll be also exit points where you can simply drive out into your station. Then there'll be also an upper level for the observation deck. From the observation deck, you'll have a control room, and from here, you'll have master control over the freight elevators and the vehicle elevators. This means that even before someone has landed, their new cargo can be up into the hangar and ready to be loaded up. Now, everything we've spoken about so far is what comes with your station. Let's talk about what you can do to expand it. As I mentioned before, the station comes with a predetermined interior network of corridors and roads. And in this network, you'll find an array of bulkhead connectors. Bulkhead connectors will come in tiers 1 to 3, which drives the size of room you're able to build. In the interior build mode, this is where you start to expand the interior of your station. The rooms will require resource and time to construct, and once built, you can rename each room, which will be reflected in the station's minimap. The interior of your station will have ample areas for you to expand. You can build generic empty rooms, and you can fill with items to your heart's content. You can also build specialist rooms, where the theme and functionality is already set for you, such as mess halls or infirmaries or generator rooms. And of course, there are shops. So similar to the small shops we built around the ground base, this is on a much bigger scale. But that's just the interior.
Ooh.
Let's talk about the exterior.
Dude, my heart cannot handle this.
On the exterior, we have minor hard points. These are attachment points located on the upper and lower surfaces of the station.
I might have a heart attack.
Using build mode, you can customize your station with a variety of modules, which tailor it to specific functionality. Some modules cater towards resource collection, such as gas harvesters, while others are geared towards defense, like shields or turrets. This goes back to bridge operations of power management. A situation may arise where power priority is needed. Then we have major hardpoints. The core station module comes with 2 hardpoint connectors. Major hardpoints are used to connect substantial wing additions to your station. The first example...
My God.
Awesome, thank you, awesome. The first example is the cargo wing. The cargo wing will dramatically increase your inventory capacity. So this is ideal for orgs who are specializing in holding.
Dude.
Then we have the refinery wing.
Oh, man. But we only have 2 of these hard points. So there's no way you can have everything.
So you'll be able to refine resources
Multiple
on
stations.
a vast scale.
Altogether.
As it's in space, it's much more convenient than traveling to a ground base. Now, a player could buy resources from your cargo wing and then refine it directly in the refinery wing. And finally, we have the hanger wing. So, all right.
But you can only have 2.
So, the bigger your fleet, the more hangars you'll want. There'll be a variety of hangar sizes as well as docking collars to help organize your fleet's deployment. All major hardpoint wings are connected via struts.
Gray Cat buggy
and
now.
like the rest of the station, the struts are also internally traversable. Okay, so let's recap on the exterior expansion wings. Minor hardpoints give us options on how to collect resources or provide automated defenses for your base. Major hardpoints gives us options on how you can specialize your base. Let's jump back in game and see how our base is getting on.
Just how long this stuff is going to take is going to be crazy.
It's going to take months to build something like this and a lot of manpower. There's no way
for like a 100-man crew.
More than that, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if this is something that takes...
Imagine being the first ones to get it done. First.
Oh, there are going to be orgs out there that are going to have this done in record time. There's plenty of fully established orgs, but again, this is something it could be 2-3 years before we see this. Could be, we don't know. I mean, fuck, with Squadron wrapping up within the next year, we could see this within 2 years.
No, Squadron's 2026.
That's my point. It's only a year out. Well, not a year out, but still, they're entering the ending of hopefully polish phase soon, and then it'll be optimizing. But we could see this in 2 years. Not saying we will, saying we could. I mean, it's already in gray box. You never know.
All right. Yes, Pedro has been working with us on this as well, so thank you. Looking cool. Customization is just as important as expansion. Similar to ground bases, you'll be able to earn tints for your station, and you'll be able to apply decals for your org logos. Outside of minor and major hardpoints, your station will come with 2 unique base expansion points. One on the top side behind the bridge, and one on the underside. The top side will be for the crow's nest. Now, all the other modules built so far have very specific functionality, but I'll admit, this is for the org members out there who want the ultimate in personal space.
We already know that's going to be the CEO's fucking spot and nobody else is going to be allowed there.
Yep, I'm going to kick everybody out. That's mine. I will mutiny.
Nah, this would probably end up being for like core leaders and officers. This would be like a meeting room.
Yep. Or a party palace.
Yeah. So if you... Yeah, this would definitely be where we would have like the meeting set up
All right. So I'm going to be flying around the verse, and I want personal invitations to see what you've done in those rooms, okay?
Party tower. Yeah.
Super cool. I can't wait to see what you do with it. Now let's
Hey,
talk
Ma.
about the underside. This is going to be
Oh,
for the
damn.
flight deck, which also comes with an additional 3 major hardpoints. The flight deck is perfect for your rapid reaction forces. It's ideal for fighters, but big enough to fit most ships. It's the perfect home for your station's defensive air wing. And just like the hangars, there'll be an observation deck which can override freight elevators, making rearming quicker and easier during operations. So an org with a tight flight deck crew can be substantially more efficient than others. Now, this one's my favorite. Let's take a look.
You would need something like this. Holy crap.
Have the RP response team.
Yep. Oh, man.
They just keep giving us more and more.
I mean, we got a few years. Maybe. To get the org together. So we got time. God knows we'll have plenty to do with 4.0 and before all this comes out. Gotta keep reminding myself this is all 1.0 stuff.
And then somebody crashes inside that thing and it blows all the ships up and the station blows up.
I highly doubt
Inside,
that would
man.
happen. I highly doubt that would happen. If that station is that easy to blow up.
There's a few little Easter eggs in that video. But why do you need a flight deck for your rapid defenses force? Well, if you've built your super awesome station in a super lawless system, now you're the potential targets for others. Everyone will have their eyes on your resources and wonder what gear you've got in your inventories. And let's say we didn't win the station warfare bid that Rich mentioned. Let's take a look at the inevitable.
Okay, that small ass fleet ain't gonna do shit.
And then comes the players of like 18 players.
That's still
Like
ain't
18
gonna
players
do
coming
shit.
in. They gotta make them destructible.
Well, yeah, they gotta make them destructible, but it ain't gonna be that fucking easy. Ships are one thing, but these
Oh, check
stations.
this out. Just wait. Wait till you see the loot.
Oh dear God, it's a golden beacon. He's gonna hit the self-destruct. Oh,
Nope.
internal turrets. Yeah, like I said, these things are not gonna be that fucking easy. People keep acting like this is gonna be easy. This is not gonna be that easy.
Okay, so not only is your station a staging area for offensive campaigns, it's also a defensive fortress. The exterior of the station itself can take quite a beating. It's going to be very hard to damage.
Yeah.
So the goal of attackers instead
Is to
will
get
be
to the bridge.
punch a hole through the defenses and get inside. The optimal way to do this will be to infiltrate through the flight deck or EVA hatches and work your way up. Once inside, yes, once inside and you've cleared out a hangar, you may also want to consider airlifting in a tank or two to clear some corridors.
Or mech suits, because we know those are coming.
Raiders will have to hack freight elevators or bulkheads in order to gain access. And of course, bring enough ships with them to start hauling out the loot. Gaining control of the bridge will allow access to storage, which would otherwise be unhackable. So, as a defender, there are a variety of automated defenses you're able to install internally within the station, such as blast doors, which seal shut, systems to be breached, and a range of turrets like anti-vehicle or anti-personnel. These will all help slow down the attack and give time for your reinforcements to show up. So let's do a final recap. This is one of the end game goals for dedicated orgs, and will be your base of operations for system-wide activities. The station can be customized both in the interior and the exterior, meaning you can tailor it to your own requirements. And it's your very own
Quiet.
home amongst the stars. But wait. But wait.
God.
There's one more unique module we can build. And that is the dry dock.
For fabricating capital ships.
This unique slot will be at the back of the station. It has its very own dedicated observation room with crafting stations, and has a transit tram which runs along the inside of the arms, leading to the docking collars where your ship will be constructed. So, the only question still remains: what sizes of ship can we build?
Oh, we already...
Let's take a look.
Oh, come on. That's a dumb question to answer. We already know. Javelin.
Bengal.
Oh, a Bengal. I would not be surprised. This thing is massive.
No, I'll just watch the end of the show. That's great. I want to see the reaction.
I want to see their reaction. It's a Bengal.
You can build the fucking Bengal carrier.
Oh my god. Isn't that the current biggest ship in the game?
On the UEE side, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Holy crap.
The Vandal have a
Yeah,
few
I know the
bigger
Vandal
ships,
got
but
bigger ones,
for
yeah.
us, yeah, this is the king.
Oh. You know, now that I look at this, that Bengal is almost as big as the damn station.
That's kilometers, dude. That thing's kilometers long.
Oh,
Yes,
my.
and
Wait a
it
minute,
has-
those are multiple stations.
I told you, and they're all linked together. I told you, man, you have multiple stations all together, and you can make whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Which means you can have multiple orgs allied and connecting their stations.
Thanks, Ian. So
Or I could just
now
be a
we're
really busy
talking.
guy.
Multiple stations linking and dry docks to craft your very own capital ships. The ultimate end goal for any org.